let's get to better conversations for growth conversations. So let me give you some tips here. Love this one. I kind of dropped it in the conversation a little bit earlier, which is, if you were to be a superstar in your role, what resources or skills do you need? So that first part really changes the second part of the question. If you were to be a superstar in your role, first of all, then you have to think about, what does a superstar in my role actually mean and look like? And I think that's a fantastic growth conversation, right? Everyone wants to be a superstar. What do you need to be doing, saying, having, performing like to be a superstar? And then working backwards from that, what resources or skills do you need? I think this is a fabulous question. And it's much more powerful than, what's your 5-year plan? This one's a really powerful one too. Good for CEOs. Actually, it's good for anybody in any organization. What reputation do you wish to cultivate? Wow, like who actually deliberately thinks about cultivating the reputations? Like, we know we all have one. And in some cases, like in some parts, it's not our responsibility to have a reputation, because people have their own opinions about us regardless. And yet we can cultivate a reputation by being authentic, by being consistent, by being persistent. Whatever is the values and behaviors that you want to be known for is an important aspect of cultivating this dynamic. Interesting, when you have this as a question with your people, you then have something to talk to them about in your checkups, check-ins, you know, how are you going? You know, you talked about cultivating your reputation as somebody who's being reliable and dependable. How are you living up to that? So it's their own self-defined reputation and whether or not they're meeting it or not. It's very different kind of performance conversation question. And the third one here is, what would you need to be, think, or do to 10x your current results? 10 times, which is a big number when you think about it. And it can be like, I don't know if I can 10x my results, because you think, how can I work 10 times harder? And that's not the answer we're looking for. 10x means if we were to leverage your performance, what does that look like? What kind of skills, resources, etc. do you need? What's possible if we 10x your performance, your current results? It's a mind-stretchy thing. And once we start to play with these questions, then we can come back to 5-year plan, what skills, what courses do you want to do? So you can see how that big vision goes, right, okay, if that's where I want to go, then what are the things I need to put in place, and what skills and people and et cetera do I need in place to go there? All right. I hope you have much better growth conversations after this, because it's so much fun when you start to have these forward-moving ones. Absolutely.